All right, come with me, my friend. The other thing that my family enjoys eating with their tacos is the pico de gallo. So you can buy this pre-prepared or you can make it at home. And it's actually a very simple additive to cook. It's just simply dicing up some tomatoes, red onion, and cilantro. You can always substitute cilantro with parsley, but not recommended by most Mexicans. Cilantro is definitely one of their favorite herbs to cook with. And then it's just a matter of simply adding red wine vinegar and a little bit of olive oil to that. Okay? Now, for the guacamole, and who doesn't love guacamole? That again, it's up to you what your preference is. I'm going to dice up the rest of this red onion. I think I'm only going to add about a quarter of it because I only have one avocado to demonstrate how to make quick guacamole at home. Okay. So, you should take, you could add guacamole. You're going to take one avocado and you can actually just dice it up with a knife right in the bowl. Oops, hold on, I think the corn is calling me. All right. Yes. So you see how the corn is, it's just getting a little brown on the side. That's what we want. Just to toast it just a wee bit. And the corn has made fast friends with that beautiful red onion. And I'm just going to stir the meat a little bit more. Okay, it just needed a little attention. All right, well, can I come back over here for the guacamole? And as I said, you can just kind of chop it up with a knife. Or if you want, you can even just use a fork. So I kind of like my guacamole for tacos to be a little chunky and not so smooth, but you can certainly grab a fork and make it a little more mushy. All right. So I think that's about good. And then I'm just going to add that quarter red onion into this teeny tiny little bowl. Okay. And then I have about 3 to 4 tablespoons of lime juice. You can just spread that over. And then again, I'm going to add some salt and pepper. One other fun thing that you can add to your guacamole is some white pepper rather than just black pepper. Okay. So I'm going to skip it for right now, but you can also, if you see here, if you just want to smush it just a wee bit with a fork, that's okay too. And there we have our scrumptious guac for our tacos. And I have out here too, you can always add, another ingredient to add is sour cream. And then I have Mexican style grated cheese called cotija, which is actually very flavorful. It's very similar to mozzarella, but a bit saltier. Sorry, my should needs a little more attention. I think the corn is almost done. So I'm going to turn this off. And I'm just going to keep the heat low on the meat for a little bit. Look at all these beautiful colors. All right? Okay. Excellent. So as I was mentioning, I'm not a big fan of hard shell tacos because I just find them to be very messy. But there are different types of tortillas that you can use for your tacos. We found Trader Joe's is one of our family's favorite stores. So you can find these little mini organic tortillas, which look like this. Okay. And then there's also the regular other flour tortillas, which you can get in almost any grocery store, which are a little bigger in size. And the reason being is that these are also used for fajitas. Fajitas are very similar to tacos. The only difference is the protein or the meat that's used is grilled meat or seafood that are just cooked in strips rather than the ground beef that we're using for the tacos, okay? And then, as I mentioned, who doesn't like a good tortilla chip? So the tortilla chips, again, you can use all these ingredients if you just wanted to sit back and nosh on a snack while you're watching your favorite movie or football game. And then, of course, the pico de gallo always kind of comes in handy when you're preparing your meal, because I like to snack when I'm cooking, right? I made a mess. Okay. So, as you can see, excuse me, it looks like our ground beef is already cooked, and so is the corn. So when I serve this meal at home, I kind of lay out everything for my family in separate bowls. And we actually have a Lazy Susan at our kitchen table. And these ingredients kind of make their rounds, and my family just adds everything to their taco as we eat our meal. Let me get another bowl for the corn. And I don't know about my friends, but I'm a big fan of sour cream. So I'll eat anything that I can add sour cream to. And the thing with the rice, I personally prefer the rice on the side of my taco, but of course you can always add it into your taco. Yes? All right, my friends, let's make a quick taco together, and I'm going to try to sample it for you. Oh, one other thing you can also add are some greens. So I actually had some baby spinach and arugula. You could always add that too, just to kind of add something else, and you can call it, you can have your salad and your meal together. So I'm going to make a quick taco here. Let me get a plate. The flour tortillas, you can actually, they taste better when they're warmer, I find, but that's up to the consumer, right? So, I'm gonna take, let me get some spoons here. I've got all these beautiful ingredients. Thank you for your patience, my dear friends. Oops. All right. So I'm going to use the small tortilla, and actually I'm going to first add the sour cream to layer it on the bottom, and then I'm going to add a hint of the taco meat. Okay, a little bit of that guacamole. And then I am going to add some of that pico de gallo. And some of the corn. And just so I have some greens in mine, I am going to add a little bit of the arugula and spinach. Look at all those beautiful colors combined together. Okay. And then here comes the fun part, ladies and gentlemen. You try to wrap that baby up together as best as you can, and that's why I grabbed a plate, and we just enjoy. This, my dear friends, is one excellent taco. Thank you for joining me today. I do look forward to seeing you guys all soon, and I hope you enjoyed this week's program on South America, Stay tuned because on Friday we're going to be having a taste of Peru. Okay? Saludos a todos mis queridos amigos. Viva Mexico, and enjoy your tacos.